Hi everyone, Jordan here from HiveTCG. I'm going to be giving you a deck profile on Vanquish Soul K9. I came second today at locals. You'll see a first place list from the lovely Jordan Dempsey, who was on Yummy. Probably it was the toughest match of the day. I did also come against Dracotail, which was a really fun match, but I had a bit too much gas for that deck. Before I go any further, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, who are Asters World, ultimatetcg, and Zenbooks. We'll leave links and discount codes in the description below. So, without any further ado, let's get into the list. So, it's pretty standard for the most part. You've got your free Raisin, and your free Mad Love, your normal summons of the deck. I won't go into too much detail on some of these Vanquish Soul cards, as I'm going to assume you all know them by now. 3 Holisu and 3 Jiaolong. Now we have the K9 cards, you put Jiaolong to 3 because you have Jokul and Lupus, which can help you go into rank 5s at any point with this. Holisu being able to special summon any name from the deck or take control of a card is ridiculously strong. Quite often you want to bring out the Razan to pop a card that's in its column, or there are some occasions where you bring out Caesar Valus to be able to pop a card if you've got the right materials. Speaking of, I'm on 2 Borga and 1 Caesar. You don't need any more than this really. There are occasions where you would prefer to have more Borga, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. Then of course we've got the 3 Stake, 1 Star and 1 Snow Devil. That's it for the trap. Stake is just another starter or an extender. Soul is an extender. It's also a really good way of just protecting your bodies and to set Snow Devil up. Snow Devil, arguably the best card in the game right now. Being able to just blow up a board, burn for 18, special summon a monster and protect your monsters is huge, especially when you're against a deck like Yummy or Dracotail, where you can just wipe the board and then continue from scratch. Very good. Now for that K9 engine, it's quite an extensive one, so we're on 3 Izuna, 1 Lupus, 3 Jokul, 1 Lantern. So that's it in terms of the monsters. With the spells, we are playing 1 of Case and 1 of Force Release. Izuna is amazing. Being able to just special summon if your opponents activate a card effect a monster effect in the hand or grave. Lupus being able to summon itself from grave and then quick exceeds your opponent's turn, meaning Izuna is a 1-card combo if your opponent uses anything in the hand, which happens quite a lot. Jokul being able to special summon itself and any other level 5 for a quick rank 5 is quite powerful. Especially with being able to add Case of K9. Case letting you just add any K9 monster and go from there. Lantern is the only reason we play it 1 is you don't really want to see it that much. It's the worst of the K9 names. Being able to target a K9 engrave, reborn it and summon itself, which does give you access to K9s, but out of what you've got available is the worst one. Force Release is your rank up spell. It also pops a card, and I'll explain the rank up monster you go into when we get to that. Now for the non-engine side of things, although the first one is technically an engine card, being Reinforcement of the Army. I am also playing Call By, Talents. That's it in terms of the spell non-engine. Call By and Talents both speak for themselves. Reinforcement adds Raisin, which can get you started. In terms of the monsters, I am playing Shifter. This was a locals pick rather than a meta pick. I knew a lot of people here on stuff that would get hurt by Shifter. It's the only reason I played it. Normally I wouldn't. 3 Fua and 3 Ash. So I know it's quite a low non-engine amount, but like I said, this was built for my locals rather than for a actual event. In terms of the extra, we're on Double Rock. That's the only Vanquish Soul name in the extra that we go for. There is arguments to play the Vanquish Soul Xyz monster, but you're very rarely going to make that. It's even more difficult now that you want more level 5s than level 4s. Rock being able to just spec or add back is a great way to increase your grind game and stop your opponent's plays. In terms of the K9s, we're playing 2 Ripper and 1 Werewolf. Ripper being able to get you any K9. Usually you get Case. And then if your opponents activate the card in the hand, you can set the rank up spell. Werewolf, 9 times out of 10 you want to make this in your opponent's turn. If you make it in your opponent's turn and they've activated a card effect in the hand, you can look at their hand and banish a card from it until the end phase, so it's Deep Sea Minstrel. Its other effects, honestly I'd have to read it to tell you because I never really go for that. In my turn it's banish a card from my opponent's graveyard and field. Very powerful card, but like I said, you only really go into it in your opponent's turn, really. Now for your generic rank 5 package, it's quite extensive. So we are on the Nash engine. This is only really for Humble Horror Masquerade. Umber Horror being a negate, life burn, and a hand rip. It's an incredible card in one. However, most people don't realise it can miss timing as it is a when effect. So please do be wary of that. And Nash Knight, please also remember yourself, you can stock up a card from the field, which most people are forgetting to do. They just go straight into this, put Masquerade under it, so they can make the Umber Horror. So please remember that if you are going to go into it. We're on Valen for that Book of Moon, and if it goes to the graveyard, it can pop a back row. Paradise Smasher. I hate the fact I have to use the card, but it is an auto win. And unfortunately, when you have access to an auto win, you do have to use it, just like in Centurion going into the Hot Red Dragon Archwing King Calamity. Final card at Rebellion. I love this card. I didn't get a chance to make it today, but in my testing, it's something I did come up constantly. Being able to just wipe the board in terms of getting a massive attack and the tactical game is always good. And now for your 3 generics, we've got Typhon, Zeus, and SP. People are not realising you can make Typhon on your opponent's turn now with Lupus.
I don't know Vanquish Soul cards around.
So yep, so depending on if your opponent summoned twice from the extra deck and you've got Lupus live, you could instantly make a Typhon on top of it, just shut down their turn for the most part, no 3k or hires. Then when your turn comes around, you're not under the lock anymore, so you can just go ham. Zeus speaks for itself. I will be honest, this is something I'm making less and less, and it's something I may switch out for something else, but having access to be able to just nuke a board is always good. And SP kind of speaks for itself, but like as you'll see in the Yumi profile, it's not coming up as much as it used to. And for the final part, we'll go on to the side deck. This is built for our locals. It's not something I would be taking exactly to an event. So we've got 2 lands here. There's still Malice players here, so we need something to stop them. I'm on double Pank, this is for Yumi, and along with that I am on double Vidos, which is also for Yumi. Vidos being able to just nuke the board once it's sent to the graveyard, but most importantly get rid of the field spell. Against Yumi you always go for the minion, so they can't reborn, or get the attack boost is huge. Pank being able to just summon itself, beat over the Snatchy, and then pop itself to pop the Herald is always huge. It really helps with out in their board. I'm on 3 Perulia. This is only for when I know I'm going second, as a lot of decks right now are summoning from the hand. If I was going into a mirror match, however, this will be coming in as fast as anything possible, as even in my own turn they're going to summon. I'm on Double Frost, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Dim Barrier, and Tikaboo. Most of the time you only have one particular attribute on the field at a time, so it doesn't really matter about TCB. Lightning Storm, Duster, they're just board breakers that you put in with the Frost. And Dim Barrier is really good against Dracatail, it's really good against Yumi, it's really good against Ryziel, which you still come across, and the same with Mitsu. The only thing it doesn't really hit is, of course, Yumi, but, no, not sorry, Yumi, Malice, but like I said, you've got Lancia in here for that, and you're not going to come across that as much anymore. But yeah, that's it. There is still a lot of work to be done. I will be honest, I mostly play Yumi at the moment. I think it's a much more fun deck to play. But I wanted to try this out for locals, and next week the list that I'm working on with Dempsey will probably be what I play. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Big thanks to every one of our sponsors, which are Asters World, Asters World, Zenbooks, and of course the fantastic ultimatetcg. Big shout out to our team leader Drew. He's currently just on a little break, but he's doing amazing work in the background. And thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a lovely day. Goodbye.